What's good, what's up, what's happening? And welcome back to Madden 18. And this is French Amos as the owners of the Raiders. Last episode we played our first game of the regular season, and we won 23 points to 13 against the Titans from Tennessee. So that's stuff we need to do.
You have grades for each. Browse available players to help improve your team.
I'm happy with my
You
team
have an
plan.
injury from the last game. See how long they will be out.
Okay. 5 weeks. 8 or.
Once you're ready, go ahead and select Advance Week to get to your next game.
Do we relocate? Okay, we're relocating. Let's see how the fans are doing. Don't have needs work. How do I change? Everything fine. I'm in profit. Tickets in the upper section of anything. Let's see how that does. Let's jump into training. Oh! Raider Nation. Let's see if we can become 2-0. First off, we need to jump into training. Bam.
Bring your lunch pails, fellas. I need to see that workman attitude today. We got to get better today. What I want to know is, who's ready to get better? I'm ready to work.
Let's go. All day. Ah, I see. Press the wrong button. Like that. Come on. You. Thank you. There we go. Four. Thank you. Ah, I wasn't paying attention. No.
Listen up, fellas. I think we all know what today was. Today simply wasn't good enough. We have high aspirations as a team. If we want to get there, we got to raise our game. Today was not good enough. Next practice, I want it better.
Nice. Let's go. Ah. I'll take that though. Let's prevent a touchdown. Once. First and goal. Yeah. Come on. Let's go. No. Ah. Come on. Get. Get. Yay! Finally. I'll just take that bronze. Let's jump into game 2. Traveling to. Oh, we're at home. Get a home win 2 games in a row, and are 250 yards or less. Catch 2 passes for Jay Cook. Level 1 season goal 30 catches. He's already got 3. Effort 6 yards after contact. Score 1 TD. 10 plus rushing and 100. Okay.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley.
Hello, Larry Ridley.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay and Oakland, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Oakland Raiders. This is taking you the 13. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. First carry for Matt Forte.
Oh, shit.
Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the numbers on the ground for Matt Forte last week. 13 carries, 54 yards.
And how about that momentum run right there? Personally, what I do is I get right back to the line of scrimmage. I come right back at them before they get settled. He's locked.
Under a heavy rush.
Let's go.
He goes. Marquell Lee in there to drop him, and that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks, and here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week.
Boom.
Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Now Cutler on 3rd and long. And he's got Anunwa. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Anunwa, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. Derek Carr, he'll be the one leading the troops. Pro Bowl quarterback in his 4th year now out of Fresno State.
And I remember when he was a prospect coming out of college and people were wondering about different parts of his game. What all came together nicely in 2016. Had the Raiders at 11-3, had them thinking Super Bowl before an injury finished his season. They're counting on him to take them to new heights.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Shit.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll check this down to Lynch.
Hit that.
Complete. And he's going to get
Hold
this
that.
one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely, this early. And no escaping this time as he'll go down.
That was
They got him for a
stupid.
sack. Sheldon Richardson.
That was just
Able to
stupid
use
of
that
me.
strength and get him for a loss of 2. That's something you see a whole lot of, a sack of Derek Carr, and due in large part to a good O-line. Carr was sacked on less than 3% of his dropbacks last year.
What's the
Lowest in
flag
league.
for?
Oakland knew it was important to take care of their quarterback. They picked up Donald
Come
Pitt,
on.
Kelechi Osemele, and Rodney Hudson in recent years, and it's paid off.
So a decent gain, but all
You're
for naught on the
joking.
penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
This is Forte. And he'll get
Come
this one
on,
down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Second down, 9 yards to go. Again they run, again it's Forte. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a couple on the ground there, that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock,
Yeah.
control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Charles, that's an important 3rd down stop.
Oh.
You spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle.
Pardon
The
me.
49ers are out to the early lead. Brian Hoyer, a first-quarter touchdown pass in that one. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Now, let's see if we can do better this time, boys.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll dump
Come
it off
on.
complete to Lynch. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. 'Cause I know that when I used to
Cheeky.
cover, hey, we got everybody
Cheeky.
they just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first
Let's go
down.
Raiders.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the
Raider
first down.
Nation.
And they've got it here with a first down. Carr now to throw. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree.
Take that.
Pick up there. 8
I'll take
yards
that.
on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw, it's Carr. Rolling to his right. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in.
20 yards out.
This one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And Derek Carr just keeps improving. He can be dangerous not just inside the pocket, but as we see here, outside of it as well.
Kid born in California, played his high school. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Morris Claiborne. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A reminder coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Had his
Come
hands
on
it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Cutler. Found his target, it's Anderson.
There's a flag.
He's
Shit.
got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards.
Yes.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now Cutler on third and long. A dump off to Forte. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Let's go. Come on.
That's going to make it fourth down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30.
Take that.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
How will Marshawn Lynch fare? That's the question in the Bay Area. Been out of the game for a year. What do you think?
I think he'll fare just fine. I don't think that they'll use him as often as he was used in Seattle. But when they turn him loose,
Come on, this is
a great advantage for Oakland.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On second down, Lynch. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland.
Very nice.
A reminder coming up at halftime. Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. Now Carr sliding out of the pocket. A right side catch by Crabtree. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards that time at an open.
This is it. Come on, boys.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse.
Oh, that was close.
Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. And now it's second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep him.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Leonard Williams in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Partner, I know that ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
And the 39-year-old
3 points.
puts it right through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's Matt Forte as he gets set to go and heads back out there. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series for those surface tablets come into play. What the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. On first down, it's Cutler. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jihad Ward. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They stay on the ground. Forte again. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe. Now you folks don't know what you're missing. Missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it. Here's Taiwan Jones on the return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're close.
Let's go.
They're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be.
Come on, boys. Let's still win this.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Flush to his right. And some space here. Room to run past midfield. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Carr now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
They're throwing it on first down, but no one was open, so he gets flushed out of the pocket, runs towards the sidelines, gets out of bounds with a good gain and a first down.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Flushed out right. Escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Leonard Williams able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the third sack of the game for them.
And around the sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line. Needs to balance and changes what they normally do.
Throwing his Carr on third down. They'll roll, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leonard Williams in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Right, let's get the field goal.
That's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
That's good.
This is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
Sebastian Janikowski has fashioned quite a career. I wonder if he's just a little bit jealous, though, because Adam Vinatieri leads him in just about every category. That's the only guy ahead of him.
Yeah, he's second in points, field goals made, extra points made, you name it. But he still had a heck of a career.
A monster career, an incredible leg.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes
this
with
is
the running
good.
game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 52 yards.
Shit.
From the red zone now, here's Cutler on first down. He's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On the ground, Forte. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Again, Forte.
Come on.
After the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? You know, all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Now it's Cutler.
Yes!
Get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6.
Oh,
So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the third quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL. That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Carr now on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. Carr to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to work. There he goes inside the 30.
that's it.
Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
This is good.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Flush to his right. And a big
Wow,
hit there
big
as he
hit,
runs
big
into
hit.
a brick wall. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Muhammad Wilkerson able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me.
And
Yeah.
take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jameis Olawale, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous
So now we got a ball game, boys.
Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Forte. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Yeah.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away.
Come on,
They've
one
done
more
pretty
stop.
successfully in this game. I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And
Yes!
incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free.
Take
Brings
that.
up 4th down.
All day long.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Oh,
And now Oakland ready to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Sheldon Richardson in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's Marquette King now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Cutler to throw. Anuno's got it, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Here's Cutler. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
No.
On 1st down, this is Forte. And little room to maneuver.
My hands are getting sweaty now.
The 39. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved.
Yeah.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Watch left. Watch left.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
Following the penalty, it's Forte. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. You got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that time out to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
They'll run with Forte. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They're making
they're going for it.
But I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. Elsewhere across the league, 4th quarter action in Los Angeles. And the Redskins coming away victorious there. A win would be their first of the young season.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout.
Yes.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Leonard Williams getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure that
Nope, I'm done.
before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Play clock winding down. On 2nd down, here's Carr. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. And hauled in by Helfet. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Well, you know, Charles, the coaching staff, they were sweating bullets. They had the field goal in the bag. They opted to go for it. They got it done.
Do you think they were making a statement there that maybe they didn't have confidence in the field goal kicker, or was it more that they had confidence in their offense to pick it up?
Whatever it is, they want to end this game right now.
Yeah, they wanted the big number, not the small one.
On 1st down, Carr eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together, and I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all, because if they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely, that would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens.
All right, we're back.
On 1st and 10, Carr.
Go!
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Sheldon Richardson able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt and helps out your defense with field position.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gutsy call by Jack Del Rio, but it does not pay off. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Come on.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll give it up to Forte. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back.
Let's go! Blue 90!
Now what can Cutler do here in overtime? Letting one go deep for a Nunwa. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good.
Now Cutler in trouble. He lost the football.
Don't pick it up.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction,
draw.
downfield, or
Even after
In
overtime.
this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Wow.